The sky has been reduced to a slit above my cell, like someone's keeping just enough of it alive to remind me I'm not free. But sometimes, if I time it right, I catch a bit of Orion. Still there, still pretending. I used to tell my son the stars didn't move, said they were just slower than us. Stargazing was all we could afford. We'd lie on the roof of my truck behind my brother's farm. He couldn't sleep. The air smelled like dried grass, diesel, and distant rain. I'd point at constellations and make up stories I barely remembered. He was 9, too young to know I was lying. Too young to know I was building myths out of smoke just to keep him warm. And I was already crumbling, a father made of sand pretending to be stone. They brought Pluto back last year. The radio slipped it in like it didn't want anyone asking questions, just a line in a science segment. Pluto had moved, off its orbit, off the map. Then Neptune went dark. No explanation. I didn't see it, but I heard the guards talking. They think we can't hear anything in here, but steel carries sound in strange ways. Pluto kept coming. My son still calls, twice a month, never visits, I don't blame him. We talk like strangers reading from a shared script. How's the weather? Still working? See the news? But sometimes we slip. Last year he asked if I remembered that night on the truck. I said they felt real back then. That was the closest I've come to saying I was sorry. I watch the sky through that slit when I can. They say it's behind Mars now. Pluto, or whatever it is, doesn't look like a planet anymore. Just a black mass. A wound in the sky, like someone punched through a painting and never patched it up. And it leaks silence. The young ones say it's a hoax. The older ones don't say anything. The guards still do their rounds, still hand out trays, still lock the doors like it matters, like we're not polishing the silverware before the flood. 3 days left. That's what the radio says now. Some call it the ninth eye, the watcher, the end. I call it truth, because for the first time in my life, something has stopped pretending. My son came today, sat on the other side of the glass. Time had taken something from him. Not all at once, just slowly, like the tide pulling at him for years until all that was left was driftwood with a heartbeat. He said he didn't know what else to do, and I told him he did the right thing. We didn't talk about the eye, or about what I did. Just soup, grass, cicadas, the sound they make when the world gets too hot to care. The lights flickered, just once, and we both looked up, even though we couldn't see the sky. I wanted to say something real, something honest, but my mouth only knew how to lie. The guard tapped his shoulder. He stood, looked at me one last time, not angry, just tired, like he'd found something he wasn't sure he wanted to carry anymore. Then he left. I sat there long after, the receiver still warm in my hand. Maybe that was the last real moment I'll ever have. Not because I saw the end coming, but because for just a second, he saw me again, before it did. Let the eye come, let the sky tear itself open. Let it all end. I've already lost the only thing that mattered.